pleasant. Oh, it wasn't pleasant at all. Oh, hello there. My name is Kraskop, and I'm here to introduce you to the world of FourRealm, the place of things. Oh, no, come on. Well, okay, 1 second. Let me fix that. There we go. There we go. That's it. So, as I was saying, FourRealm is a campaign setting that can be played using your favorite medieval fantasy role-playing game, like Dungeons & Dragons and Pathfinder. Really any game that uses multiple races and tile-based maps. The story, with hundreds of hours of gameplay, is set in a pocket-sized universe that you can play either as a standalone campaign or play with your existing party as an expansion to your current game. You see, FourRealm isn't just a sandbox game, it's really a sandbox universe. In order to explain more clearly, let us approach it from 4 different perspectives. Starting off with the first, the Game Master or Dungeon Master. There are many different types of Game Masters. On one end of the spectrum, you have those who love to pick a campaign apart, using only its bare bones. In the middle is the GM who spends a lot of time inserting his own ideas into the campaign he plays, tweaking it to accommodate his players. And all the way at the other end is a GM who wants to know everything there is to know about the game he is playing. When you play with this GM, it feels like he wrote the story himself. In order to appease each of these Game Masters, you need the game to be both easy to adjust and easy to understand. While a lot of fantasy universes are these intricately designed machines, where it's not always clear what you can change without breaking it apart, FourRealm was built from the bottom up, with a single idea, a single engine at its core that branches out into every layer of this world. This secret idea, on one end a tool for the GM, on the other something for the players to uncover as they play through, makes it easy to bend the universe to your will. The universe itself is divided into 4 realms. First of all, there is the realm of finite and imperfect beings, the home of mortal kind. Second is the realm of infinite and perfect beings, of gods and mythical creatures. Third, the place of everything that once was and has come to pass. And last of all is a massive void surrounding them all, a vast emptiness known as the realm eternal. A long time ago, in the Age of Legends, creatures from all realms could use gateways to cross from one realm to the next, a time when mortal beings and creatures of myth lived side by side. Until one day, thousands of years ago, after an apocalyptic event, the gods decided to close them down, once and for all. In the beginning of our story, portals have started randomly opening between the realms once again, spewing out mythical beings into the mortal world. What some will hail to be a return to the days of old, a small group of adventurers knows to be the beginning of an impending apocalypse. Having landed upon this piece of information, they hold the key to their world's survival. In order to stop this apocalypse, they must gather 4 stones of power, traveling to each region of the world. If you play this game as an expansion, your players will have been dropped into this universe by a portal themselves, set to gather the stones of power in order to get back home. If you play it as a standalone game, your players will most likely be inhabitants of the world, hailing from one of its 4 unique regions. Each region is home to a specific climate, way of thinking and mythic lore, giving the players an ample amount of variable playstyles to contend with. In the north, you have the snowy kingdom of Inklar, a region based in Nordic mythology. The Inklar king is head of a capitalist machine, fueled by family-owned corporations, where ideas are bought, sold and taxed, controlled by a convoluted judicial system which keeps track of all transactions and infractions. A place where money can buy you anything, even a place at the top. In the east there is the jungle of the Modernai, a culture rooted in Eastern mythology. In Modernai, society is divided by 3 walled-off zones, areas split on account of age group. Here the young live in the center of civilization, helmed by an ageless empress, where the old are slowly being pushed out to the edge of society, ultimately cast out. To the south is the Roman-based empire of Hyperion, a prosperous nation ruled by scientific minds, where scholars use their magically fueled technological advances to aid its population. Their magical constructs have been introduced as alternative workforces throughout the Hyperion realm. Although these advances are welcomed by many, they are also feared by some. In the west of the world you will find the scorching desert, also known as the Wastelands. Here nomadic tribes, ruled by mighty warlords, roam the desert, each of them fighting for the honor of being the most powerful tribe. They live by strict warriors' codes, prohibiting violence against non-combatants, where a true and honorable warrior will only fight as equal. Their journey in FourRealm will take them through all sorts of fantastical settings, and in order to help both the player and their game master immerse themselves in the universe, there are a bunch of different types of artwork that will help them along the way, with a hardcover book divided into color-coded chapters, making it easy for the GM to navigate its pages with great ease. These colors can also be found in the maps and deck of cards, a color for each nation. The 4 nations also have their own logos, each one based on a suit in a deck of playing cards. FourRealm features a full deck of 52 playing cards, each card illustrated with a unique character. That way the deck can be used to either play an actual card game or introduce notable characters the players meet along their journey. There is also a slipcase containing 40 to 50 playable maps of cities, villages, dungeons. The maps, when printed, are designed to be used with a standard 1-inch base miniature. That's enough maps to fill an 8 by 24 foot surface. And that doesn't have to be all. There aren't just stretch goals to improve quality of all printed items, but also stretch goals to include more items, like a GM screen and unique sets of dice in each tier that includes the box set. After 2 years of writing, designing and playtesting, the game is finally finished. Now we just need your help to get it printed, hopefully with as many included stretch goals as possible. So if you back this campaign now, we can make the fantasy of FourRealm a reality.